settling. It's when the ball's coming to you in the air and you bring it down to the ground. It's important because if the ball's in the air, it's hard to keep possession going. So if the ball comes in the air, instead of just letting it bounce, settling helps you get more clean, more control of the ball, and helps your team keep possession. When you settle the ball and it's coming right to your feet, it's important to do a foot settle. So if the ball's coming to you in the air, what you want to do is cradle the ball with your foot and bring it down to the ground softly. It's almost like you're cradling an egg. And then it's easier when it's at your feet and past your opponent. So if the ball comes to me and I just cradle it down, it's right at my foot and I'm ready to pass it, instead of just letting it bounce. So I'm going to show you that too one more time. It comes right down to my feet and I'm ready to pass. With your thigh. When the ball's too high for you to use your foot, that's when you use your thigh. If the ball's coming to you out of the air and you try to use your thigh, you don't want to use your knee or you don't want to use your hip, just like thigh juggling. So if the ball comes to me out of the air, I'm going to hit it right with my muscle and bring it down to the ground with the same foot settle that I use. Then it's ready to go at my feet. You don't want to just pass it with your knee because it's unpredictable on where it's going to go. So one more time. Comes to you in the air even higher, so it doesn't work for your thigh. What you're going to have to do is use your chest. When you use your chest, you almost want to stick your arms out, but not to the point where you're going to handball it. You want to stick your arms out and lean back. So when the ball hits you in the chest, it's going to cradle down to your foot. So here's one here. So I'm going to hit it with my chest up and bring it down with my foot. I don't want to hit it like all the way in here because then you're going to get the wind knocked out of you. But also if you hit it here, it's just going to hit your neck. So you want to hit it right in the middle of your chest and bring it down. You have to make sure you lean back or else it's just going to bounce off to the other team. Head balls. When you're doing a head ball, that means that the ball is too high for you to settle it, so you have to hit it with your head. Also, it can be clearing a cross out, clearing a shot out, or just, when it's at your head, passing it to your teammates. If the ball comes to you in your head, you want to get in the same stance, almost like your defensive stance. You want to get low and ready to hit the ball, so you can explode up when the ball comes to you. When you get the power, you get most of the power from your legs and your neck. You want to snap through it with your neck. Also, if you're winning a challenge and there's someone in front of you, you have to make sure you go extra high and try to win the ball with your head. Here's some examples of a head ball. I snap through with my neck so it's more powerful. To wrap up settling, you want to make sure that your foot is always cradling the ball so it's right at your feet and it's easy to pass. A ways to practice settling is easy. You either have to throw it up in the air or you can get a partner to throw it up in the air. You settle, bring it down to the ground and pass it back to them, or just pick it up again if you're doing it by yourself. So if I was doing it by myself, I could just throw it in the air and settle it down to the ground.